What is up, everybody? Testing out some new software once again. So let us know if everything's working all right. Happy to be here. Another Thursday night. Time for Legends Lookback. And we had a little Utini get together a few days ago, virtually. Sadly, didn't, yet gather the crew or anything like that. Had a little Utini get together, having a bit of a chat. And I unveiled a story that I realized a couple days ago I had yet to tell the rest of the crew. Emily, you know what I'm about to talk about? You know what the story
I'm
is?
scared to ask.
Emily was there for this. We had a bit of a critter fiasco at my property the other day. Okay, you know how Rick is like the chicken whisperer?
Rooster.
All right, yeah, there was a whole thing where there were roosters and wasps, and Rick murdered one of them. What was it?
Didn't murder. We didn't murder. We just gave a good kicking to.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, he threw a spray paint can at the wasps.
Oh, the wasp. Yeah, okay. I did that too.
I remember
there were
both
multiple
those.
encounters.
Okay, yeah, you got a record.
Brain
I'm proud to say that I'm proud to say I had my own encounter. We had some folks over for dinner. Kids were out playing in the yard. We've got like a pretty sizable property, even a barn. We like rarely use the barn. We don't really quite have a use for it yet. But kids were outside and showing this dude around the property. And we watched this gigantic possum look at us and then run into the barn.
Oh,
and I looked at him and he looked at me and we don't really know each other yet. And I was like, so,
oh no,
you saw that possum, I guess. And he's like, yeah. I was like, kids, come on, but be careful because there's a possum in the barn. So we all ran in the house. A few days later,
sure it isn't a hooja.
I found the possum.
Yeah.
A hooja? No, Freddie, I'm telling you, this thing had some Anakin Episode 3 eyes.
Oh no.
The kind of eyes that themselves will kill younglings just by looking at the
Local
younglings.
Sith master in
Gross.
Christian man's barn.
Well, it gets worse. All right, so we found I found a couple days later. I was out walking around the yard, and I found the possum sleeping next to my lawnmower, and it freaked me the heck out because possums are creepy, and I ran away.
Yeah.
Scared.
Right.
That was I told my wife, "Hey, I found the possum. It's sleeping next to the lawnmower. You know what that looks like to me? A tomorrow problem." So we punted the possum problem to the next day. My wife goes outside. She finds the possum sleeping, exact same spot, right there next to the lawnmower. We're like, I guess this is just where the possum hangs out now. And she also doesn't deal with it, and so we just postpone. Then I go out of town. A few days later, go down to Texas, down to Rick's homeland.
When were we in Texas?
And, yeah, I was at a men's conference. I didn't have time to like get together. You were busy doing a different thing. Anyway,
wow.
I didn't hang out with Rick. But you know what I did do? Is I attended the men's conference with like 2,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge, massive. My wife texts me.
Were these
my
people
wife texts me?
possums?
Well, no, regular men, regular humans.
Okay.
No women, just men. It's a church thing. Anyway, I get a text from my wife. It says, "The possum problem is solved."
What?
Ooh. All right. So
how did
she
solve it? Did she solve it?
Yes, and her friend. So the youth minister's wife, Megan. Shout out to Megan.
Please tell me there's not a shovel involved.
They came over. Megan came over to help my wife on. We had a bunch of limbs that fell. I was out of town. We had an ice storm. The limbs fell. The story just gets wilder and wilder, and it has nothing to do with Star Wars.
Oh yeah, we had an ice storm too.
A huge ice storm, limbs everywhere, trees down. I'm out of town. I'm just like, sorry. So Megan comes over. She owns like 4 or 5 chainsaws, and she and my wife they chop up. Yeah, they're big chainsaw people, and they chop up all the limbs. I'm at a men's conference, and my wife and her female friend chop up all the limbs, deal with this huge problem. While they're over, my wife's like, "Hey, Megan, why don't you take a look at this possum, by the way?" They poke it with a stick. Turns out it's not sleeping.
No.
Yikes. That hard freeze.
Dead, and you left it for her to deal with?
For a solid week because I was too scared because of its eyes.
Yeah.
Was it all like puppy?
Yeah, it was pretty big. I'm telling you, the tail on this thing, I can't even squeeze it. I mean, it's too big to even show in the frame. The tail alone is like 2 feet long. I mean, this possum was gigantic. Our theory is that it died of old age. And I don't know what's scarier, the fact that we had a possum on the property that I was too scared to deal with. Megan just picked it up by the tail and threw it over the fence in the woods while I'm out of town. Or the fact that, like, it was so comfortable living on our property that it died of old age.
Yeah, you had Grandpa Possum.
Huh.
Wild. It is just all around absolutely crazy thing that happened. Almost
so they
as crazy.
poked it. Did they do anything with it?
Yeah, they threw it over the fence into the woods.
Not sure that counts as doing something. That's just gonna like make the angry possum army come with like pitchforks, and they're gonna.
It's like
next
warning.
month's problem.
Get you, yeah. They're probably gonna get you while you sleep. So let us know if they're in your dreams tonight, okay?
Oh my word!
I love it.
My dad did that once, but his fence isn't that far away from the pool, and it smelled really bad for a long time.
We thankfully we have woods behind the house, so like nobody lives back there, and we're just gonna let nature do its thing. I don't know the right way to
dead one.
deal with this, but I'm like telling this story to Emily and some Utini folks the other day, and I was like, you know what? This was just crazy enough to like rival Rick's rooster kicking.
Yeah.
Except for in this story, I actually did nothing. It was all my wife.
Yeah. That's
So
fair.
I do remember this story, but it was so good. I thought that we actually told it on the air. And so I was kind of confused when I saw the show notes that you were going to talk about the possum story. Cause I was like, we did that last week, but no, that was just the 15 minutes before the show. We just got the possum story. Man, that's hilarious. I love that your wife and her friend took care of all the limbs and the possum while you were at a men's conference. That's like the perfect combination right there.
Yeah, there's nothing inherently. There's the chain that no possums were harmed. It died a peaceful, natural death. Okay, it unfortunately, like Darth Plagueis, was unable to manipulate the midichlorians. It's always possible that the possum's apprentice killed him in its sleep. And there's more to the story we just have yet to discover. So that's right. I just love that it's February. We are going to do our monthly listener feedback and a goofy game and some Legends news and our acquisitions episode. Because after all, it is the month of romance, the month of roses, the month of Valentine's.
That's why we're doing this.
And chocolate and nothing.
I really couldn't. I was like, why are we doing this? Okay.
Nothing says welcome to February, the month of love, quite like my dead possum story.
That's right.
It's like the anti-Valentine's episode.
Rick, just like the rooster in your property, let's kick this episode off.
That's the wrong one. Here's the right one.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Legends Lookback, proudly part of the Utini Podcast Network. This is a Star Wars books podcast you can listen to on Gullah Gullah Island, where we celebrate our rich EU history as well as dive into lesser-known Star Wars classics. I'm your host, Jared Mays, and I'm joined, once again, by my legendary co-host. Some call him the Master of Love. That is Freddie C. How are you, Freddie?
Some call him Binya Binya. For those of you who are Gullah Gullah fans, what do they call Gullah Gullah fans anyway? Is it like Gullah Knights? The Gullah Knights?
Is there a term for people who like Gullah Gullah?
I don't
even know what we're talking about.
Rick, you must have been in diapers when Gullah Gullah was airing back in. What was it?
It's like a 90s TV show reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, I don't get that one.
I remember Gullah Gullah. I don't know that I saw it that much. But I know enough to recognize the reference.
The show itself was not that great, but it had a banging theme song, as you can hear Freddie jamming out to over there. You know who else loves to jam out to a good 90s theme song? Emily Daybeck.
Yeah, I do. So fun fact, my mom took me to see My Fair Lady at a local theater. It's a very famous show. And she was like, halfway through, she was like, why do I know all of these songs? And I realized it's because it was like you remember when they used to have trailers on movies at like the beginning of like every VHS?
Oh,
And you
yeah.
had to watch them.
Mhm.
It was one of those trailers. And that's how we both knew like every single song that came
That's
up.
fantastic.
And I like didn't have the heart to tell her it's because you listened to it like on repeat. I don't know which movie it was, but we like knew that trailer.
It's because of
apparently knew the
our
show.
VHS tape. That's why.
Yeah.
Right.
VHS tape.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah.
You know who else knows his way around a VHS tape? The master of whittling himself, Rick Grace.
Yeah, I'm spinning that track back. Let's take that tape back to the previews. Let's go.
Hey.
Too far.
Rick, I discovered.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go.
I discovered a fun little fact about you that I didn't know.
Uh-oh.
On social media, you put out a call to the masses. You know, like some people
Yeah.
will say, like, my dog is dying. Please give me some money. You were like, guys, I've got a serious crisis. Please, if you have any sticks, I need to whittle them. I didn't know that you were into whittling. Rick.
I'm not. Okay, here's the deal. So, like you, we had a huge ice storm. People have tree limbs down, and there's all these like sticks on the ground. I have 0 trees, and I've got 50 knives, and I love to just do something with my knife because I just collect them. I got no use for them other than collecting them. Maybe home defense. And so I was like, yeah, I used to like just carve things, so let's just try that. And so I was like, I need some good sticks. I know people have been working hard cleaning their yards out. Maybe there's some good sticks out there. But yeah, I'm clueless. I'm clueless.
It was one of
Neighbors, hear me. Give me your sticks.
Lend me your sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. My
It
nerd
was-
level has no end.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's going in the podcast for sure. Well, Rick, if you whittle anything nice, you got to show it off on the show.
I
Scooby
won't,
Joe
Make
goes,
a perfect. What does Skooma say?
He says, got any sticks? You mean death sticks? No, just regular sticks.
You don't want to give me any sticks from your yard.
You know?
Rick, I
That's a
do
good
have
one.
to tell you. After this post that I saw, you might some people might be saying this. I don't know that I'm saying this, but it's a possibility that you might want to go home and rethink your life.
You know what's funny is like nobody responded to that, but I've had 5 people like quietly and like they're embarrassed for me. Like, hey, if you're desperate, I have some sticks.
Now you
5
can
of
tell them. Now you can tell them that this has made it on the podcast.
Yep.
Oh my
But like no one will publicly admit that they can be my stick supplier, so I don't know what the deal is. I guess I overshared a little bit.
Well, I've got a stick guy.
I've got a guy. I've got a guy, except it's a 3-year-old girl called my daughter, and she's really good at finding sticks.
Hey, I've got to hide them from my dogs. Okay.
Yeah, it's
speaking
true.
of having a guy, I was talking to somebody about you the other day, Freddie, about how you're like a super high roller. Like you don't do anything halfway.
Okay.
Were you there for this? Emily? I don't remember exactly how the
Yeah,
conversation came up or what
yeah.
the context was, but like the idea is that you would never like go buy socks at Target. Like you would have a sock dealer. Like you would have a guy.
Sock dealer.
You have a guy. Like you would own like the nicest like
Ooh, this cashmere sock.
$80 pair of socks that you acquired in an auction from George Lucas himself. Like,
Yeah,
Oh.
you
nah, I
see
would
what I mean?
totally believe
I
that.
see what you mean. I
In-
see what you mean. Yeah.
Insert the Creed reference. Who's your sock guy? You're paying way too much for socks.
that's what I was aiming for like 5 minutes ago. And couldn't remember the quote.
Nice. Nice follow.
That's awesome.
Well,
Do I have a
am.
sock guy? Find out next episode.
You actually, hey, listeners, we don't actually know if Freddie wears socks or if he has feet. It's
True.
an audio podcast for many
We'll
people.
never know.
Never
If
seen
you
him.
if you do watch the video, you can see him from the chest up. That's about it.
Yeah. I might
Mhm.
float.
Who knows? Who knows? But
Yeah.
I am curious, Freddie, if you have any new acquisitions to show off in the segment that we colloquially like to call Thrack and Thrift Store, because I've got a couple.
Mm.
Go ahead, someone else. I have some. I need to go grab.
All right. Well, recently I discovered I was like, buying a few books off the internet, as one does, because I had finally, my moratorium of buying Star Wars things for myself last year after Celebration, I spent too much. And I said, no more the rest of the year. The calendar rolled around, so I started buying stuff again. I took a look at my list and I found that I was actually getting kind of close on my Legends hardcovers. And so I went ahead and acquired a couple that I could find in good condition at a good price, because now I'm kind of down to like the really rare books that are like $200. You know what I'm talking about, Rick? Like you've got the Last Jedi is an expensive one, and like Clone Wars Wild Space, all the like the holy grails of Legends hardcovers I've still got to acquire. But there were still a few that were reasonably priced that I was able to find, and I am now down to 14 Legends hardcovers that I have yet to acquire. So here's a couple of recent ones that I picked up. I got Razor's Edge.
Nice.
Okay.
By Martha Wells. To be honest with you, don't remember much about this book at all. But oh man, it is a gorgeous book. So
It looks beautiful.
happy to have this Leia-centric Rebellion era novel. Also, in the spirit of our most recent roundtable, I got X-Wing Mercy Kill, the hardcover. So excited to add this to my collection. And I've got one more, but I'm going to save it for last. Somebody else? Any new pickups, acquisitions?
I just want to say I got X-Wing Mercy Kill at Hastings when they were closing. So rest in peace, Hastings. Moment of silence for you. But I got it for a really good deal.
You know the sad thing, Rick? I remember holding the hardcover at Hastings.
Yeah.
Like 10, 15, 20 times thinking about buying it and like saving my money, because at the time I wasn't collecting hardcovers.
Oh
man.
Yeah. Hey, joke's on them though. I only paid like $7 for this. So
nice. That is good. That's good.
Probably exactly what you paid.
I don't remember, something like that. Freddie, are you ready?
I am ready, said Freddie. All right. So, I got a couple of archival finds, not really much of a buy. Right now, I'm just going through a lot of my old stuff in my parents' garage, really. The barn, if you will, and finding a lot of old stuff. Finding a lot of old stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, and brings back a lot of memories. Like this one, Star Wars: A Droid's Tale, Golden Book Interactive.
Oh wow, that's
interactive.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is, if I'm looking at the date, 1997.
Wow.
Pretty old. It looks pretty great condition, doesn't it?
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And as you can see, for those who are not watching here, there are these little kind of spiralish circles along the page, and you click on them, and
no way,
it'll make the noise, right? So right here, we see some Tusken Raiders. So if you press it, it'll make some Tusken Raider sounds. Or
press it.
I'm sure. No batteries. I'm sure I've got to change them.
Oh, Freddie, this is an audio podcast.
Why would you do this to me?
We're going to do it next episode because these batteries are expensive.
Freddie, we're going to help you out with your sound effects. So I want you to press on Figure and Dan and the modal nodes, and we collectively are going to help you out with their greatest hit. Okay.
You ready? Okay. I'm going to read the book here. It says, joining Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, we must find a pilot to take us off this desert planet before those terrible Imperial stormtroopers track us down. Press C-3PO to play. Okay, you ready? I'm pressing C-3PO now.
Beep, 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 beep.
Did you just turn him off? Because I was like trying to think about how to harmonize. All right, hey, now press Joe Yowza, because I can do him.
You know,
he's
I was in a steel drum band in high school, and we played Cantina Band for a concert. It was awesome.
Wait,
that's awesome.
What?
Huh?
Will our troubles never end?
That's
we fought our way out of the Death Star, but we're not safe yet. We must break through a squad of TIE fighters before we can deliver the plans to the Rebel base. Press C-3PO to play. And the cool thing is it'll say, like, shoot the TIE that's furthest away, and if you don't shoot it in time, it shoots you. So,
oof.
Yeah.
There's no. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Rick. I almost just jumped clear out of my chair with that one. Scared me pretty good. About half as much as a possum.
As much as a dead possum.
I have another one. And
all right.
it's my original copy of the Star Wars visual guide
Nice.
from DK. Oh my goodness. This is I haven't opened this yet. There are some
Is it
surprises in
signed?
here.
Is it
Okay.
signed?
No, even better. You ready? We're going to put that book aside for right now.
Oh dear.
Here we go. Check this out. Look at postcards.
Oh,
Nice. He's got a
Ooh.
dark saber postcard.
Dark Saber.
Not like
Drew
the
Struzan.
canon one, but the OG. Yeah, Drew
Check
Struzan
that
art.
out. That out.
Oh
That's
man.
Got a great Boba Fett
Uh,
postcard there too.
Ooh.
I've got
Shield
some of these
Lies.
classic postcards.
Yeah,
Oh,
these are
yeah, that's from the
awesome.
Black Fleet Crisis.
Yeah. Ooh. Jared's. Look at this.
The crystals.
Look at
No,
that.
what's that? That's
Why
from
would you
Clan
send
of
this to
Twilight.
anybody? This is Children
He's
of the
holding
Jedi.
up. Callista's hair is all over that postcard.
Yeah, it is.
Then we've got
Very
one more
big in '90s.
for the storm.
Mm.
Man,
Aren't these
I love that
amazing?
Drew
I didn't even know
Struzan
they were
floating
in
head
here.
cover art. That's fantastic.
And that Nebulan B frigate. Ah.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
those were in there.
Couldn't have said it better
Who
myself.
knows how long? Oh my goodness! First page.
Hey, there is a ship in the Black Fleet Crisis called the. I forget what it's called. I got to look it up. Anyway, the name of it, it is like my new favorite thing in all of Star Wars. I'll find it. Carry on, Freddie. The
Yeah,
Teljavan,
it's,
the Teljacan Vagabond. That's what it's called.
there you
The
go.
Teljacan Vagabond. Is that not the greatest name you've ever heard?
Teljacan Vagabond.
I'm gonna
Rolls
say that
off the tongue
wrong.
a little better than Nebulon, whatever you
What-
said, Rick.
Is that? I wonder. We should look into that, Rick, to see if that's one of the boosters or cards that you can buy for a specific ship. Be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, so it's just part of the, I would say the original breakdown of a lot of things, the visual guide. This is what really got me into Star Wars. I remember seeing it and just diving into this, looking at
Yeah.
every single thing. And even looking at it and saying, oh my goodness, that's in my garden. For some
No
of the
way.
props. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. While someone else is going, I'll see if I can look through it. And it's like a gardening hose attachment. When you see it, it's one of those things that if you've seen it, you've seen it. That's all I have to say. So yeah, that's all I have. Actually, one more thing before I go, while I look for what I'm looking for. I got this book of Mad Libs.
Ooh.
No
for my
way.
birthday.
We do love a good
it is
Mad
the
Lib
Force
here on Legends
Awakens.
Lookback.
It is the Force Awakens, but we're gonna legendsify it. Is that right? I
Sure.
don't know if
It's a good
that's
idea.
That'll
right.
work.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
Cool.
That's awesome.
That's all I got.
I love that. We can just sprinkle some legends into the Force Awakens Mad Lib style. That's great. I love
That's
it.
great.
Rick, Emily, acquisitions? Emily's like, are you kidding me? Do you know how many times I, have to
I'm
move?
like, why do you have to ask? Sometimes, every once in a
Yeah.
while, I've got something, but it's been
That's
a
right.
while.
To be
I
honest,
do
I'm just trying to be
check. When I
polite.
go to thrift stores, I check, and I haven't found a Star Wars book in a thrift store in a very long time.
It's sad.
Well,
But I believe it. I don't think I have anything either. Like, I've unboxed some things. Like, I opened up a Tarkin figure that I had in a box. But other than that, nothing new.
was he wearing shoes?
He was wearing shoes, and he also comes with an interrogation droid.
Love it.
Yep.
I made a Tarkin quote. Oh, man. When was this? Yesterday? And my kids? I'm trying to remember what I said. I'll have to ask them. We'll find out for next week. All right. I've got one more thing, and it's huge. And it's leading us into our next segment where we are talking about the most recent Legends releases and the upcoming Legends releases. And that is in the mail the other day. I got this massive whopper of a bad boy.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is the most recently released Marvel Star Wars. What are these called? The
Omnibus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
They don't have like a
beautiful.
flashy name, like Essential something.
Nah.
But they're based off the Essential, what are the Epic collections? Anyway, this is the New Republic Volume 1 Omnibus. This one collects every single issue of the Rogue Squadron comics, plus a handful of other goodies. We've got Shadows of the Empire Evolution, Mara Jade by the Emperor's Hand, all of every last issue of the Rogue Squadron series. And this sucker is $125 retail price. That's not what I paid for it. I got a better deal than that. But it's gigantic.
Yeah, it's huge.
Look,
Like a
it's about about half as thick as my face. Yeah. Whew. All right.
Yeah.
Here's the coolest thing about this. Ready? We're gonna undress it right here live on the show.
Ooh. Oh, it looks like it has some art already. Oh yes, it does.
Ooh.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Pew pew.
Holy
Look at this.
cow.
So
That's
all of
really
these,
cool.
one of the cooler
Oh my
selling
goodness.
points with these recent hardcover omnibi is they have art printed directly onto the book itself. So
Thank
is
goodness.
there a technical term for this?
Beautiful.
The spine.
Not just the spine, but like it's directly printed on. One of our listeners let us know, like when in publishing, when they print the art cover design straight onto the hardcover itself instead of just needing the dust jacket. Anyway, this was just recently released, like last week. Looking to see the specific date. Okay, a couple weeks ago. Took me a while to get here. I mean, this sucker's heavy, so I'm sure. Yeah, sure. It took a while to transport. This was released on January 14th. There's two different covers, as there are with all of these omnibi. You have a cover by Matthew Lafray and Gary Erskine. I got the Erskine cover. But this is not all. In fact, we got some other fun stuff on the horizon. Freddie, why don't you take the next one?
Yeah, so on the horizon, we've got, let's see here, Legends. Are we looking at Legends Epic
And by
Collection?
horizon, we do mean this actually released 2 days ago, but it was on the horizon when I wrote this. So, yeah, the Menace Revealed.
Yeah, so we've got the Legends Epic Collection, The Menace Revealed, Volume 3, which is collecting Star Wars 1998, issues 36 to 45, Star Wars Jedi Quest from 2001, issues 1 through 4, Star Wars Jango Fett, 2002, issue 1, and Star Wars Zam Wesell, 2002, issue 1 as well. And that's going to be released 2 days ago, February 7th, so get it now, because it is out there.
Rick,
and,
do we have a cover for this one?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
It's the
it's got
Legends,
them all on. It's the
Menace Revealed, Volume 3.
Yeah, the Menace Revealed Legends Epic Collection. It's got Maul and maybe Qui-Gon on the front. I'm trying to remember who he's
Nope,
fighting.
not that one.
That one's Darth Vader. I know for a fact that's not Darth Maul.
Right.
Oh, man.
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Yep, there's always a chance that I missed it. But I will say the Zam Wesell and Jango Fett one-shots, they actually go together. And so they're like companion pieces. And it actually forms, I really enjoy the story in those. Definitely worth checking out for those 2 issues alone.
Good deal.
Rick, you got the next one?
Yeah, we're talking about the Rebellion Omnibus Volume 1.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, is this the artwork for that one?
The one that says The Rebellion?
I just want to make sure.
That's really
All
cool
right.
art.
So the Rebellion Omnibus Volume 1, it collects Star Wars Empire number 7, number 14, and 16 through 27. Also collects Star Wars Vader's Quest 1 through 4, the Star Wars 2013 run 1 through 20, Star Wars Kids from 97, numbers 1 through 11, and number 12. And A Story, I don't know if it's A Story or like Story A. Okay, 13 through 20 of those. And then Star Wars 3D, 1 through 3. And that's coming out on March 14th. We have covers by Alex Ross and Hugh Fleming. Let's see. I think we have some other covers, don't we?
There's an A and a B cover. This one actually, they had announced another cover that has since been canceled, and they've replaced it. It was like a whole thing that there was a canceled cover that had Boba Fett, and so now we've got the Alex Ross and the Hugh Fleming covers. I think this is the Alex Ross cover we're looking at with the Falcon blasting forward in the front, and then the Fleming cover. That's not it.
Okay.
Fleming.
Oh, okay, Fleming. Got it.
To be fair, Rick is looking at a lot of cover images over there in the background behind the scenes because let's face it, we're talking about a lot of omnibi that are releasing this year. I mean, it is wild, and each one has 2 covers.
Yeah, and those of you who are, if you're joining from Twitter, if you've never heard from us before, welcome. But this is exactly what we were talking about today on Twitter, right? There's Legends news happening consistently.
There's the Fleming cover.
When Legends is supposed to be done. And that is a beautiful cover.
Yeah, it is.
It's gorgeous.
Do you have a preference on these? I have not yet pre-ordered this one. I'm about to go on a big vacation to Italy, so I put on all my Star Wars spinning on hold, at least for like the next month and a half. It's a common story. I know I've said it before, but which of these covers would you get?
I'm partial to the Millennium Falcon, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Question. Yeah.
I do love a good Starscape though.
Yes. Oh, man.
I think I like that one.
Look at this point of view, though, of that Millennium Falcon. That's unusual.
And Darth Vader's
Yeah.
mask in the background.
Yeah.
It's
I like
nice.
that there's like higher contrast and then the light is more sharply defined in this one.
The leading lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
as
go.
well.
That's it. It seems like more focused. Like this
Yeah.
one is kind of, well,
This is it right here. I don't know. I
oh,
like
they're
this
both
one.
so good.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
So the fun thing with all of these is there's the standard market cover, your like the regular old cover that you can buy off Amazon, and then there is the comic book store exclusive, like direct to retailer,
Love
or
that.
your local comic book store exclusive cover. And so if you want to get like the Fleming cover, if I'm not mistaken, in this case, is the rarer, more difficult to find cover. I have traditionally with the Omnibi bought the comic book store exclusive cover, but I always go with whatever's speaking to me, whatever feels good. What's speaking to you, Emily? You got the next one?
Yes. So also releasing same day, March 14th, the Legends Epic Collection, The Old Republic, Volume 5. This one is collecting Knight Errant number 1 through 5, Knight Errant Deluge 1 through 5, and Knight Errant Escape 1 through 5. It also contains Jedi vs. Sith number 1 through 6 and Heart of Darkness, Star Wars Tales number 16.
This collects, if I'm not mistaken, the entire comic run of Knight Errant by none other than friend of the show, John Jackson Miller. And what's that?
Nice. You're like, I thought you were about
Yeah.
to freeze for a second, and so I was like, you had like the sneeze face, and I was like, did he just like freeze? I was gonna finish your sentence.
I do have a bit of a cold tonight, so you never know. It could happen. But yeah, very excited to see this one come to light, to get all of those John Jackson Miller issues published in one volume. I'll tell you what, if we were to read this, I can almost guarantee you that he would want to come talk about it on the show, which would be fun.
That'd be
Oh, yeah.
cool.
We are going to be covering Old Republic books over the next season here on Legends Lookback. So, I mean, it would kind of fit in.
It was true.
I think we should do it.
No promises, but it's on the radar. It's on the radar. We'll say that much. Always fun to get an excuse to talk to the Legends GOAT, John Jackson Miller. Now, here's the fun thing. You thought, oh, wow, Jared's got a brand new omnibus. We just announced another couple of omnibi that you can go and pre-order over on utini.com. Surely that's enough, right? Wrong. There's more. In fact, just this last Sunday at 7 a.m., I woke up to a Legends announcement. You know, all of your Legends Sunday morning news. I was talking to our buddy Jacob, formerly of the Cosmic Force, and he tagged me in this post, and he was like, look, Jerry, we got some Legends Omnibi announced. I was like, who makes a news post, like a big news reveal at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning? And then I was like,
That's
actually,
an excellent question.
Jesus did. So
Jesus.
Oh,
I suppose there's really not a lot of room to complain here. Rick, tell the good folks what was announced this past Sunday.
Let's see. Tales of the Jedi, which is a beefy boy, if I'm not mistaken. This is going to contain
It's a lot of issues.
every Dawn of the Jedi comic and every Tales of the Jedi comic and a few other tidbits. Is this the good one?
Look at that.
We're
Yeah,
looking
that's
for.
the cover
Yeah.
wow.
of Tales of the Jedi #1, I do believe.
Yep.
It could be
Yeah.
0, but I think it's #1. I love that. With was that Ulick Kaldrama? Oh, it's
Mhm.
fantastic.
Then there's another cover. It looks like. Is this an alternate or what's this one?
Yeah, that's the comic book store that's got like a hut. It's a lot of.
Interesting.
It's not
Is that a crocodile on the bottom?
Yeah, looks like it.
this cover. All right, so there's actually been some discourse online about like, really, is this the cover we're choosing for Tales of the Jedi? Like, what does this have to do with Tales of the Jedi? And I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it. This is my prediction. I would not be surprised if this cover is replaced by another one by the same artist. So, Rick, do we have those artist names around here? They might be labeled separately. If not, yeah. So this is the Dave Dorman cover. I'm thinking I would not be surprised to get a different Dave Dorman cover. But yeah, okay, they're both by Dave Dorman. So there we go.
Dave Dorman. You want
Both
the Dave
covers.
Dorman cover or the Dave Dorman cover?
Yeah,
that's right.
Take your pick.
Yeah. I think it's pretty unanimous that the Ulit Drama cover is the winner out of these, don't you think?
Yeah, it's fantastic
Yeah.
cover. It's iconic, right? If you've read the series, you know that cover. It's pretty clear and obvious.
And we are going to be covering the Tales of the Jedi this spring on the podcast. So you can go find those over on Marvel Unlimited or pick up the Legends Epic Collection in order to go ahead and get a good read through of those before this ends up hitting the shelves in Q4 this year. So at the end of the year, got a little bit of time to save your money. I got to tell you, I'm very excited. Tales of the Jedi is near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite Legend stories of all time. Freddie, you and I did a Tales of the Jedi episode years ago.
We did.
Rick, Emily, have you read the series?
Let's see. Okay, what all is in Tales of the Jedi?
You got the Freed and Nad uprising.
Okay, I'm reading it right now. Then yes,
You got
I think I'm on issue 5 or 6.
the Dark Lords of the Sith with Exar Kun.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi Redemption, the last story arc from that, is one of the finest Star Wars stories ever told, for my 2 cents.
Good to know.
Huh.
Good to know.
And now
yeah.
I'm like questioning if I've read it or not. I can't tell. I'll have to address my Goodreads and let you know.
Is
Yeah,
this...
we'll get to it. So
Okay,
either way,
yeah.
it'll work out.
Yeah.
And that's not all. On Sunday, we had the announcement of one new Legends Omnibus, but not just one. In fact, there was a second Legends Omnibus. Freddie, take the Rebellion Volume 2 for us.
Yeah, so we've got the Rebellion Volume 2 announced. Contains Rivers of Chaos, issues 1 through 4, Empire 28 through 40, Rebellion 1 through 16, Boba Fett Overkill 1. Boba Fett, what is this one? 1 and 2, or is this 1.5?
I have
We
no
got
idea,
here?
Freddie. I just copied and pasted, buddy.
You know what? It says Boba Fett 1.5. Who knows? It might be half of Boba Fett. Splinter of the Mind's Eye.
That'd be
Spider
hot
Legs Boba
hot
Fett.
dog Boba Fett or hamburger Boba Fett.
It's probably hamburger Boba Fett if it's cut in half like that.
He wasn't that hungry that day.
We had hot dogs for dinner,
Ooh.
in case
you
anybody
go.
was wondering.
I had hot dogs for lunch. What is this?
High five.
Unfortunately, hot dogs not included in Volume 2, but there is
Oh,
additional material from the KOTOR Rebellion 0 and Star Wars Tales 3, 15, 17, and 21. Why those matter? You're
We'll
gonna
find out. Yeah.
releasing in Q4 2023, so later on this year. Probably around, what would you say, like Thanksgiving-ish or holidays? What do you
Yeah,
guys think?
around the 4th quarter sometime.
Yeah, that's
Somewhere
gonna
I
around
make
like the
fourth
more
quarter.
generic release dates. They're like,
Right.
we're not going to change it. We'll
Right
just
before the
say
2-minute warning.
sometime.
That's right. Yeah. Well, hey, I'll tell you what this looks like to me. It looks like it's gonna make a beautifully wrapped present under the tree this year. What about y'all?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Secret Santa. There you go.
That's right. I'll go down there
I
and
love-
sniff them.
I love wrapping books as compared to like clothes. You know,
Hmm.
clothes are the bane of my existence when it comes to wrapping. So
The
having a
dark
nice
bane
book.
of your existence.
Oh, there it is. Yep. So
Tell you what's hard to wrap is action figures in their blister
Oh, yeah.
packaging. Like, man, we've got some videos, like home videos from Christmas in like 1994. Like, you get a good Power Ranger in the blister bubble packaging. Yeah, as soon as I saw those packages as a kid, I was like, "It's a Power Ranger!" You know, very exciting. Very exciting Christmases.
I want to see those videos. That would be great.
I'll dig them up. We'll do like that'd be fun for like a holiday episode later this year. We each show up with like a home video of each of us unwrapping like a Star Warsy or a 90s
Oh yeah,
gift
that's
from
easy.
when we were children. We do like a nostalgia cash
I could
cow
find
Oh,
Stream.
that'd
stream.
be fun. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
if
I
they
wonder
have
if I
any.
have. Yeah, I saw. Okay, yeah, okay. I like it. I like it.
What you're gonna have to do, Rick, is like pull out your old like 90s camcorder and like hold it up to the camera for us to see.
That would
Hey.
be really great to get like the listener feedback. Like y'all submit your like videos of when you got presents as kids. That'd be a fun like end of year
Yeah.
montage.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We've got like 10 months to plan this. So
Plenty of time.
listeners, get on it. You've got some time. Send them to us and we'll throw them in a folder. And
I
we
like it.
totally won't forget about them. You know what
Definitely
would
not.
make a great action figure to wrap and put under the tree? Some of these other action figures that were just announced. We've got some fun Legends figures on the horizon or are recently released. I mean, like a really good swath of them, don't you think, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looking
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Some classics for sure.
So coming up on March 1st, in fact, these are currently sitting in my GameStop cart. I actually got an email from GameStop today that said, your cart looks lonely. Your cart
Oh,
misses you
no.
because I hadn't pulled the
Hey,
trigger. We got
your
a
credit
Darth
card info.
Malik Black Series action figure. And I'd like to call this Buff Malik. Malik is like, he's got some gains, don't you think, Freddie?
Not quite like Celebration Malik.
This is a Malik who will totally steal your girl. And
What if we
That's
just
right.
lost a listener over that comment, guys?
I mean,
They don't
he's
know
a
what we're talking
good-looking
Uh,
guy.
Freddie, the gist of the story, if anybody's listening for the first time, is basically we were waiting in line at Celebration next to a Malik cosplayer. What's the rest of it?
Yeah, so we were waiting in line to go see the Boba's Fett, and right next to us on our right-hand side, we look over, and it's Malik with, of all people, Revan's girl.
ooh.
Oh, he's with Bastila. That's right.
Yeah, he's with Bastila. So and of course Revan is, it's like towards the end of the day, and for those of you who've gone to the convention, towards the end of the day is exhausting, and he's kind of a schleppy Revan.
It's like a 16-year-old boy.
exhausted with his mask hanging it from his hand.
Yeah.
With Malik next to him and Bastila just making out. I'm just kidding. They weren't making out.
They were all over each other. And Malik, I mean, he was ripped. I mean, this dude was confident. I mean, like, and it was just such a stark dichotomy of Malik and Revan. So, like, we made the joke that Malik had stole Revan's girl, but you can steal Revan's girl if you want this March, because we also have a Bastila action figure. How about that for a transition?
Oh.
This is really cool. All right. Give me the one. This now puts us up to several of the original KOTOR crew having Black Series action figures. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there into the universe. If anybody from Hasbro is listening, give us the rest of the crew, please, for the love of God. I need a Canderous. I need a T3M4. We got to get us some of the other ones. I don't care about Juhani. We don't need her, the cat lady. Who cares? But we now have Zalbar. We got Revan, Malik,
Yeah.
Bastila. I mean, we're getting a good collection of KOTOR action figures, and I just want to manifest it. Come on. How about a HK-47 for crying out loud? I
I'm
just want an
gonna
action
use-
figgle that'll call me a meat bag. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
let's
Rick,
use
shut up.
Chat
What you got?
GPT to figure out how to make a real HK-47.
No. Don't you dare. I don't want the robots coming after me like that. All right, what you got, Rick?
Little Revan dude. I don't know if I have those lightsabers in the right hands, but I can't show you any closer because it'll be out of focus.
He's a playable character, so
Yeah,
I mean, you get to make the lightsabers what you want.
yeah,
Loving
but
your sixth
there's
focus, Rick.
definitely a right way to do it. So, woohoo.
I love how meticulous you are, Rick.
Yeah, he's got dusty hood, man. I need to dust off my.
What a
He's been waiting
bird.
for Bastila,
Your hood's
man. You
dusty.
Gotta
Yeah.
put Bastila up there.
Yeah, what a Legends
Revan.
burn. Revan's got a
Filthy
dusty
Revan.
hood.
Get your dusty hood out of here.
Yeah, what's the Luke Skywalker brush of the shoulder?
Dusty.
So I'm excited for these to come our way. They can pair very nicely with some other recently announced action figures. The big Hasbro HasLab stream that they did, like a toy. I don't know exactly what the thing was. It was a live stream, and they announced these are coming your way. And there's some that don't yet have quite as much in the production. Like those three we just talked about are coming out in March. Some others that are a little bit farther out on the horizon, but were announced, which counts, are Darth Malgus. And then a couple that I think we've got some images of, right, Rick? We got we got Starkiller, And this one kind of caused a bit of discourse on social media. We'll say that much. Go ahead and tell me what you think about this Star Killer. Yeah, look at that. I got to meet.
So mad.
It's got a very, very angsty 2008 kind of look there we've got with Star Killer. I got the wonderful, beautiful chance at Star Wars Celebration to meet the great Sam Witwer, and he was so wonderful. And
I'm scared of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and no, I didn't freak him out. That was his buddy David Collins.
That was, yeah, that's right.
I told him I was gonna take his blood or something like that. It was odd. It was. I got nervous. Sorry, Mr. Collins. If you're watching the show, my bad. Might be. We'll leave your blood exactly where it's at. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think personally that this particular cast of Star Killer's face really does the beautiful mug of Sam Witwer justice.
No way.
I don't quite think this one gets it, but I'm gonna buy it anyway.
I like the box design though. I mean, expanded universe is probably a little too much there, but like
no way it isn't. That is perfect.
No, I want some more. I want it even bigger, Rick.
I want it to cover the whole card.
I would take like a sign, 18 by 24 that says expanded universe like that, and I'll hang it up in my studio.
All right, that works.
But yeah, for now, I'll just take this action figure. It looks great. I'm excited to have it. What else?
Hey, Skooma Joe had a comment. I think about our showing off some of these ones earlier. But during the Hasbro panel, they confirmed that both of these new figures were based on their designs and the new KOTOR remake. So that's good to know.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Yeah.
Hey, it looks like Malik's been getting his gains in the last 20 years since this is after all the 20th anniversary of Knights of the Old Republic. So
we also have this is a good one. Revenge of Darth Vader.
Revenge of the Jedi Darth Vader.
Oh yeah, Revenge of the Jedi Darth Vader. Thank you.
It's always that's the deal with Darth Vader. It's always the Revenge of Darth Vader. That's his whole Yeah, this is fun. All right, I've got to find it around here. I've got the poster on wood. I've got a big wooden plaque of it.
Nice.
Freddie, tell the good folks like if they don't know the history of what is Revenge of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, Revenge of the Jedi.
Freddie.
So
there he is.
We're going back to what year is this? This is pre the release of the movie. Back in the day, the original working title was Revenge of the Jedi, and I think it made it all the way up to movie posters, and so you might see some movie posters, very very costly ones, called Revenge of the Jedi, and George Lucas I'm not sure if it was George Lucas or somebody else, just didn't think that Jedis were very revengeful, so hence the name changed to Return of the Jedi instead of Revenge of the Jedi. But also interesting that when we get Episode 3, we do get the Revenge title back in, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it came back around, which is very fun. Kind of a callback to the fans that know what's what. All right, so this is one of my favorite gifts my wife ever got me.
Oh.
It's like we moved into a new house together. She went to Hobby Lobby, and she came home with this. And I was like,
what?
I love you.
Rick, you sounded so disappointed. What?
That was jealous. You sounded jealous. That's what that was. Yeah. Ooh,
no comment.
This looks good. I got to hang this up in here. It's been sitting in my closet for the last year. Hey, I think that this Revenge of the Jedi Darth Vader is going to go as a perfect companion piece to Prom Darth Vader.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was recently released. The white armor Darth Vader from
That's a
Infinity.
favorite.
Yes. Red, white, and black.
The original concept, right? Was Vader in white or was he black? I don't.
This
recall.
one was the redeemed Vader. This is Vader.
Oh,
this is
right.
like the living redemption alternate story.
Okay.
Looking like he's about to roll up to prom in a Hummer limousine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Not sure I like
He
that
looks
one.
like a paint your own. Like you would need to like
Yeah, don't tell
pick
my
up
don't tell
like a
that to my
tiny
kids.
little paintbrush and just
Yeah, he's about to be Rainbow Darth Vader if you tell that to my girls. They love a good paint your own figurine. Bless their friggin' hearts. All right. And then one more action figure here.
Yeah, there's one more. I think this comes from a very interesting show, a very good. Oh yeah, there he goes. Fixa. Recently released. So how many does that make?
This is from the Republic Commando game and then the books as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, I meant to look this up before the show, but I think that we will have all 4 members of Omega Squad, right? Or is it Delta Squad?
so.
I can never freaking keep
Is
them
it?
straight. Ah!
No. Hold on. Scuba Joe in the chat might have the answer.
All right, somebody will. Somebody. Is it Delta Squad or Omega Squad? And what do I have to do to keep these straight?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I probably have to reread the series. That's what.
According to Skuma Joe, by the way, in the chat, the White Vader is from Infinities, the Star Wars stories where things are flipped around and the what ifs of Star Wars are explored. Good, very good series to get into if you just want some light reading, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. And we covered them on a previous episode of Legends Lookback, so go back in time.
Yeah. Good fun.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was episode 36. I have no idea, but
Wow.
that's what I'm guessing.
It's very specific.
Yeah. Now I gotta look it up.
37's my favorite number, so maybe you're close.
And along the lines of the Legends news, we've moved on from the merch and the releases, and we got a bit of a celebratory note and a bit of a like a Viking funeral situation here. I want to give a shout out to our friends over out in the wide world of the internet and the Legends fandom, because one of our goals with Legends Look Back is to be the most positive community to celebrate the expanded universe on the internet. There are a lot of dark, seedy underbellies, hives of scum and villainy, if you will, in the world of Star Wars fandom, especially for some reason when it comes to Legends fandom. And so we want to be a positive place, despite what I said about that Sam Witwer action figure. Anyway, we do try to strive to be as positive as possible. And I think another great site that has been doing that very well for the last 10 years is 1138. And so it's a blog site where lots of different fans can contribute pieces, and they have just kept me supplied with a steady stream of Legends think pieces for the last 10 years. They are this year going to retire the site, and they really were trying to cover like the Disney acquisition and to set a tone for Disney era fandom that was conversant in the Legends expanded universe without necessarily being mired in it. And just a spectacular group of people over there. I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you for 10 great years.
Yeah, seriously. Another. Why don't
you go ahead and close us out with our celebratory note here?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Freddie. What do you have to say?
We've got a pretty. I was gonna say 1138. Just before we go, I've spent a good amount of time on there just checking it out, and it's been fun. And to any of you, if you guys are listening, thank you for all of the fun this past 10 years, and hopefully we see you guys in a different format some other way.
Absolutely. Emily, close us out here in our news segment before we get into the game.
Our news segment?
We've got one last
close
one,
out the news segment with the last story. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm totally lost.
We are.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
I'm
give
sorry.
you a
Never mind.
hint.
Never mind.
Yeah,
No, I got it. I got it.
People are
I've been really trying
highlighting.
to
They're
stay
putting
on track with
exclamation
the show
points.
notes.
People are like putting little star post-it notes here. Go ahead, Emily.
Yeah, no. So a big congratulations to our flagship show, The Living Force, on 200 episodes. Y'all, if you have not checked it out yet, which I would be really shocked if you hadn't, go check it out. What did they do? Was it Rage Against the Machine? Was that this week's episode? Or was that the last one?
Well, no, that was 199. Yeah. 200.
Okay. That was one that was
what it was
advertised as I was coming up live. But anyway, they've got just so much great content and such a fun group. So congratulations, guys. You worked really, really hard, and it shows. We are so thankful and grateful for what you do.
Absolutely. Except for, is Emily grateful? Because we kind of had to twist her arm to get that one out of her.
Listen, y'all, I stayed awake and focused while y'all were talking about your toys for this whole time. And I feel like that deserves some credit.
Yeah.
That was the one time when I was like, okay, it's fine. I can probably, zone out. I don't know. It's been a long
Welcome
day.
back,
I apologize.
Rick, wake us up with a game. Before we close out the episode, we've got something very fun.
Oh, I'm excited for this. Here we go. All right. So how it's going to work?
Game.
Yeah, we're going to play a game. So the way this works, we're going to be using this magic pixelation machine that is going to show you a cover of a Legends book. And some of these are tricky, and some of these may not exactly be Legends books, but you're gonna have to guess.
Oh no, what is that?
And you'll see. You're gonna have to guess the
Ready to
cover,
lose.
and we'll keep score somehow. Not me, somebody else keep score, but it's gonna be great. Here's the first one. Are you ready?
Skooma Joe,
Yeah.
take score. Thank you.
So our audio listeners, if you're out there, we'll do our best to describe what we're seeing. But to be honest, you're pretty much
That is
screwed.
red.
Dots. I see
All right,
some
that's
red
what you
Red
get.
pixels.
I'm gonna start
There's
giving you
some gray.
more pixels.
Now I see. It looks
Still
like
a bunch
Tetris.
of red.
Looks like a lot of Tetris going on.
Nobody.
Nope.
He
Use
said
your
it
imagination.
might be a Legends cover. It might
Mall?
not be.
It's probably a Legends.
Mall lockdown.
cover. Nope.
Dang it. What
Oh,
happens
Rogue
if I guess
Squadron.
wrong?
Rogue Squadron.
Do I get to keep
Look
guessing?
at you,
Hey!
Emily.
That was Emily.
Yes!
That was Emily.
See?
That
I'm
was-
awake, y'all. I'm
that
here.
was great.
Good job.
Nice.
Here for
I-
the books.
I thought
That's
we were going
right.
with some classic stuff, but you know what? I love this
Yeah,
ELC
yeah.
stuff too.
I know. I stuck
Okay,
in
yeah,
some
yeah.
DLCs.
Flex your Legends muscles one more time, Freddie.
All right. How
So
about this one?
I've got.
You should know by now, right?
Truce of Bakura.
Now's a bad
Oh.
time to say that I'm colorblind, isn't it?
Good guess, but
Yeah, there
not
you go.
Truce of Bakura.
We've got some
Okay.
oranges
Kenobi.
and some browns, some yellows, a lot of yellows. Okay, it could be
Is it an
Kenobi.
ELC cover?
It's not an
Oh,
DLC.
Paradise Snare. Paradise Snare.
Paradise Snare.
There
Oh,
it is.
man. See,
There
I have
it
the
is.
global edition of this. It's all blue.
Great job.
Nice. All right, here we go. Changing our color palette.
Oh, green.
Green.
Krytos Trap. No. There's yellow.
That was a good guess. Green. Corin Horn's favorite color.
Is that the
Is this-
banner?
That's the banner at the top. Yeah, green and
Animal.
The yellow.
What is
and
oh, the
green.
Dark Nest, the Bug Books, the Joiner King.
There
Joiner
it
King, good
is.
job.
Oh, look at you.
The bug books.
Well done.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
get those bugs off the screen, Rick. Come on.
All right.
please, I don't want to
All
talk to
right.
anymore.
Next one.
I
Next
still haven't picked
one.
it back up.
Oh, we've got some more colors this time. Still a pretty neutral palette. I'm seeing a neutral palette in a lot of these Star Wars books.
Keep talking, Freddie.
we
What
get-
else you
We
see?
got blue and orange.
I see some blues now.
Truce of Bakura.
Brown. Truce of Bakura. Are we doing that? Is there a handshake?
Is it?
Yeah, handshake.
Is
Are
it
you-
really?
Are you sure
Yes,
this
it
is Truce of
This
Bakura?
is Truce of Bakura.
Yes.
Are you
I
sure?
said that.
Hey, Freddie, do you want to put some money on this?
I don't know. Maybe. This
Are
is
we a betting
definitely-
show?
Hold
Wait,
on,
okay.
hold on.
Somebody
reaching through one of 'em.
Somebody rewind the tape. Who got it first, Freddie or
I did.
Emily?
Hold on. You don't know that this is
Emily's
Truce
been
of
guessing
Bakura.
Truce of Bakura the past 2 times.
Are you
so,
sure this is
mean-
Truce at Bakura?
Well, one of the times it was right, and then y'all had the pair to do it.
That
Rick
was
is
Emily.
trying to
I'm pretty
pull
sure
something
Emily got
over.
it.
Rick is messing with us. What you got, Rick?
Anybody want to guess what this book is?
Rick, what are you talking about right
The
now?
glove
This
of
is
Darth Vader? I mean, what are we supposed to say?
No. What?
The source book.
Okay.
Truce at Bakura source
Get
book.
out.
Clearly the source.
Get out.
Clearly
Skuma's
the
on my
source.
side, by the way. Thank you. Thank you,
No,
Skuma.
Punked.
Joe.
Absolutely
Nobody got that
punked.
one.
Nobody got that.
All
one.
right.
I'm
How
gonna,
about
I'm gonna give points to both Freddie and Emily on that one.
That's lame. I won.
That was all Emily.
Was it? Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Ooh, we got some darkness now.
Please
Dark
give it to
black
me where I could
colors.
get it.
Yeah, Emily's
Uh,
Emily's up. We've got some
What?
blue, some red, some white,
Red, blue.
yellow. I'm thinking a Clone Wars
This is
book
like
could be,
primary.
A
could be
Star
Clone
at the
Wars Wild
top.
Space, could be Clone Wars No Prisoners. Oh, the Lando trilogy.
trilogy.
there it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, very good.
This is
There
Rick
No,
once
it
again.
Jared,
the Lando Calrissian trilogy.
This is Rick once again trying to tell me that this only qualifies as one book.
You heard it here, folks. It only qualifies as one book. You know.
I don't know that I should get to count that as a point for
So
myself
wait, does
because
that mean Rick won?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think-
That's right. I did.
I don't know that I'm going to give myself points for that because I didn't recognize it until it was almost entirely pixelated on the
That's
screen.
fair. All right. So speaking of how Jared lost the competition, this next book is in honor of that.
Oh, come on.
Anybody want to take a guess?
It's a Star Trek book.
What?
Is it?
It's that Star Trek book we're gonna
it's,
read.
The Enterprise
yes,
War.
It's
There it
There
is.
it
is.
There's Jared.
Wait, did Jared get a point for that?
Well, Emily said a Star Trek book. I got the title right, so we both.
All
get a
right,
point.
all right, all right. I'll go back to Star Wars and keep it
Mm.
friendly. All right, how about this
Mhm.
one?
One thing's
Should-
for sure is Freddie's getting skunked.
Oh yeah, I'm colorblind, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Freddy's like, aren't you the art aficionado out of all of us?
Yeah, but when it
that's
comes to
right.
little pixels, I don't know what's going on.
Black, a lot of black.
We've got some greens,
Got
right?
some teals?
Blues, some teals,
Yeah.
dark blue
This is
colors.
a dark one.
I like
It-
the teal and brown aesthetic.
Is that Plagueis?
I was gonna say.
Wow, from level 3, he called it.
Whoa, Freddie! As soon as I
Very
Look at
started
that.
nice.
talking
Look at the
trash,
transition we still had to go. And he called it from way back here. He was like, that's
Well
Plagueis.
done.
So
Number one canon book
all
of
right,
all time.
you get some.
Yeah.
That's right, the number one canon book of all time. Freddie gets a point for that. As soon as I started talking trash, Freddie comes from behind.
All right, how about this one?
Kenobi.
We got orange, we got yellow.
No, but you're just trying to flex at this point.
Oh.
What? I Jedi.
I'm gonna do the Emily and just call Kenobi. I'm gonna call it next one.
Yes.
Jared got that one. I Jedi. Also
Is
from
that
level
level 3?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
So, man,
I'm pretty sure I called truce at
See,
level 3. but-
once you get right there, like level 1, you can pretty much tell what they are, right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's do.
All right, I've got 4. Here's our totals here. Anybody keeping score at home? I don't know how many are left in the competition here, Rick, but so far I'm in the lead with 4. Emily is close behind with 3. Freddie has 1, and I could be wrong. I may have messed up along the way, but those are my totals at the moment.
I think I have 6 left. If you want to do them all.
Let's do them.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm having fun. Y'all having fun?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about our listeners at home? How are you doing? Let us know what your score is on Twitter or in the Discord. Did you beat all of us or just Freddie?
Probably.
I'm gonna change up our colors a little bit. How you thinking about this one? Anybody?
Red.
I have no idea what any of these colors are.
It doesn't look very Kenobi-ish, but a lot of these colors
no,
just change.
definitely not.
They do
After a
kind of
point.
change.
Revan.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
a good call. Yeah,
That was good.
Revan already.
Look at that, man. You got that from.
Mm,
Did you snipe
okay.
that? That's
I'm a little bit
three-pointer.
mad at you right now, but it's
Hey,
okay.
Emily, remember when a couple weeks ago you said to me and Freddie, you said, what kind of things did you have to clear out of your brain in order to make room for this kind of stuff? So
Yeah.
my answer
Let's
is
think of
math.
what you've lost.
Freddie's answer was
Right.
emotions.
That's right.
That's right. So,
What was yours?
so I'm
Things
winning,
we
but
do.
Are you winning?
math. Yeah, terrible at math.
All right.
Are you winning?
How about this one?
Oh,
No
We
guesses.
got red. We got gray, black,
That's your
maroon,
first.
brown. I'm thinking New Jedi Order
no.
Book 2.
Heir
Oh,
to
Red
the- no, no, no,
Harvest.
Heir to the- Okay.
Beautiful.
Ooh, nice. Red
Beautiful.
Harvest.
Yep.
Have I ever
All
told
right.
y'all about when I was listening to the audiobook for that running through the
Yes.
cemetery in the snow?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, still freaks me out to this day. Looking
That's-
over my
that's-
shoulder for zombie tomtoms.
Definitely not something you should ever do. All right. This one is might be harder.
Boba
Yeah.
Fett, something,
Not
right?
Kenobi.
No?
We got orange, we got yellow,
Give it
maroon,
some Tatooine vibes. Some
purple.
Bounty
Looking
Hunter
like
Wars?
Kenobi vibes, but I'm not sure.
Ooh, that's a good guess, Emily.
Thank you.
Good guess. Good guess. A lot of orange, man. What could have orange and green like
I
that?
mean, that's why I mean Kenobi is like the only one I can
Oh,
think of with
Young
Kenobi.
Jedi Knights.
Is it Young Jedi Knights?
Heir to the Force, book 1.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not. Yeah, that's a.
No, it's not book 1.
Close.
It's not
Young
book 1. It's
Jedi
Young Jedi Knights.
Knights.
Darkest
Yeah.
Night.
That's
Right. Hey, but way to get the series, man. That was a hard
That's
one.
great.
That was
You
a
can see
hard
currently-
one for
the
sure.
Currently
title
reading
right in the
that
top.
series.
It's a unique title. So I knew it
Yeah.
was one of the either
Uh-huh.
Young Jedi Knights or something else I hadn't read yet. So
Man,
You guys
I
are
don't
so
know
good at this.
if there's anything on any cover of any Legends book that I love as much as that shot right there
yeah.
of
Yeah.
Loey with his crimson lightsaber with the sun, the orange sun behind him above the
Yeah.
trees. It's so cool.
What is
It
that
is-
ship?
This is a cool one.
That- Oh, that might be the lightning rod. Like they're the ship that all the hooligans like to fly around in. They're all throughout the series.
Not sure.
Hooligans, you say?
Let us know if anybody knows.
Yeah. Anybody know this one?
Here's a Jedi.
You should get it from there.
No.
Should
Heir
get
to
it
the
from
Empire.
And Emily got it.
Good job,
Yeah.
Emily.
That was
Good job,
from
Emily. That was their new
9.
There were
cover.
9 squares on the entire screen.
And half of them are blue.
It's that light blue. That's the
that-
Thrawn
yeah.
blue for
I'm a
sure.
Thrawn
That right
girl.
there, that's for
All
sure.
right,
Through
I
and
just even though I've got the lead, I think Emily wins the entire competition for that.
That was a good one.
That was long distance. That was like half court. You know,
It was like one blue tile. For those audio listeners, it was like a blue tile.
that's all you
Emily got
need.
it right
That's
there.
all you need.
The funny thing is she called the heir to the Jedi first.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Heir
the
to the
noodles.
for shame.
And
wait.
to clarify, it was the 2016 cover
Yes,
of Heir
yes.
to the Empire.
All right, new one here. Any guesses?
Man, I want to win so bad. I'm so freaking competitive. Come on. This is hard, though. I'm colorblind. Come on. The Reds and the Legends banner. It's a Legends book.
It's a Legends banner for sure.
So close. So close.
Epic Collection
Red.
book or a regular book?
I want y'all to
What do you
camp
think,
out there
Jared?
for a second. You can get it from here.
Is it Kenobi? It's Kenobi. Is it Kenobi? What? It's like,
Darth
Oh.
Bane, Path of
Oh,
Dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Bane.
dang it, we were close,
You were
man.
so
I was
close.
right
So
there.
close. All right, I think I have one left, and it's a hard one, maybe 2.
Duh.
I think I got 2 left.
Well, there's
Yeah.
no way to slice it where I don't win at this point. So bring it on.
Do it.
Even though I already declared Emily the victor.
Second to last.
Got some oranges. Some other colors.
Green.
There's a Legends banner already, so I might
Legends
be
banner.
unfamiliar.
That helps. That helps. Really helps a lot.
Looks like is this an Epic Legends collection? No, maybe.
That's a trick question.
Oh, it's the Back to War, the original
Back to
cover of the Back to War.
Okay.
Because it does have a
Cover.
Essential Legends collection, but this is not the cover for it. So,
Terrible.
I
about this
couldn't.
game.
I couldn't tell till we were only like one or two steps
Yeah.
away on that one. Yeah.
all right, last one.
This is fun, especially since I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I really needed to
Me,
win
not so much.
today.
I
It's been a
need
rough.
to win this week.
It's been a rough week. I needed a dub.
Dub. Get the dub. Well, you
We got it. We got a purple right in the middle that's really throwing me off here.
Yeah, the purple's strange.
Okay.
Deppa's face.
Oh, the shatter point. That's pretty good.
Keep thinking about that purple.
This is invincible. That's Jaina Solo's lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
What's
Good
up?
job, dude.
Whoa. Okay.
It was
I
that
thought.
purple.
I think you
It
won
was
fair
that
and square.
purple.
Corey
It was that
Helton's
purple.
first Star Wars book.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Well
Even
done.
though it wasn't the first book in the series.
Forest.
Good job, guys. That was
No,
fun.
the last book of the 9-book series. After decades of Legends storytelling, this was Doctor and CEO Corey Helton's very first Star Wars book. That book
Yeah.
right there is the birth of Utini,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
this is the end of our episode.
Yes, it is.
Next,
That was a lot of fun.
next roundtable. Yeah, thank you, Rick, for running the game. Next time, somebody else have to run it so that you can play. I
Yeah.
think I might have to run it because let's face it, like there's no way y'all can beat me.
All right. So that's been the show, and we're gonna just.
Jared is no longer part of the Legends Lookback crew.
Sometime you have to ask my wife about the last time she played Settlers of Catan with me.
Oh, dude, that game
Oh,
is
man.
savage.
And it was the time that I won and flipped the table in excitement.
Yeah.
And that was about 10 years ago.
Nice.
She said
Nice.
that I was a quote unquote sore loser, as
Oh,
if
man.
that can be a thing. So, very excited to have had the chance to go through all of the news, including the new omnibi that are coming out later this year, such as the Tales of the Jedi omnibus collecting the Dawn of the Jedi and Tales of the Jedi comics, which we're going to be covering on this upcoming season of Legends Lookback. We are taking a bit of a different approach than we've ever done over the next few months here on the show. We're going to be doing a focused approach on a specific time period of Legends books, all in a specific era. We're going to do Legends way back. Legends look way back. You see what I'm saying? We're going to go as far back as you can possibly go in the Legends timeline. We're going to tackle the oldest of Old Republic books. We're going to do Dawn of the Jedi, the books and the comics, the Tales of the Jedi comics. We're going to do all the good stuff from that time period. So if you were looking to follow along and read along with us here on the show, you got your reading list. You got your homework, folks. We're going to do Dawn of the Jedi, Into the Void, the Dawn of the Jedi comics, and we'll do Lost Tribe of the Sith. And what's the other one? I already said it. Yeah, you get the picture. The
Yeah.
old school stuff. This is not in the notes at this point. So, hey, we're going to close it out. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and get to reading. Can't wait to find out what you think of what's, let's be honest, one of the wildest Star Wars stories ever written with Dawn of the Jedi. It's like everything is just turned slightly askew. Whew, it's fun. And this has been fun as well. Thank you for joining us for Legends Look Back. Thanks to our incredible patrons for your support. A special thank you to our Jedi High Council, Brian, Julie, Earl Q, and Carl Sander, the Alliance High Command, as well as Ashley Ingalls, Elizabeth Cloutier, and Sally and Chris. Tyler, send the channel and leave us a review on your podcast platform of choice. And if you'd like to more thoughts read on the show, contact information will be found in the description. We're also on Twitter. Let's look back. If you're looking by massive 1,300-page omnibi that we've talked about in this episode, and you want to help support Utini, go on over to utini.com, click the Amazon link in the profile, and of course, after you've read the book, you can leave us a review and let us know what you think. Remember to keep the Utini fan code and be a force for positivity in the fandom. May the force be with you.